What's up, y'all? It's the King Puff Daddy.
What it do? It's your boy Rick Ross.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Jada Kiss.
Hey, what's up? This is Chuck D, and we're about to take you on a journey. Shout out to the Nerve DJs worldwide. You don't stop.
What's cracking, y'all? This is me, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Nerve DJs, we break your tracks, not your stacks.
This is WNRV 108.1.
When Mayor Bibb said Cleveland can't wait, he meant it. And today, Cleveland is on the rise. Violent crime is down, we're recruiting more police, and resources are going directly into our neighborhoods. We're creating good jobs and investing in programs that keep families safe.
I'm Mayor Justin Bibb. Together, we've taken real steps to make our city safer and stronger. Now it's time to finish the job, because in Cleveland, we rise together.
Paid for by neighbors for Justin Bibb. Right leader, real results.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Looking to grow or expand your business?
Yo, bro, you read my mind.
Well, we have the perfect solution for you. Your business needs are important, and so is your advertising. Here at WNRV Power 1081, we have marketing solutions for all your business needs and affordable pricing to keep you in the green. Give us a call today at 216-702-0688. That's 216-702-0688. Or email us at WNRVPower1081@gmail.com today.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Wagwan, this is Miss BBC, your reggae woman. Make sure you tune into the Headline Eye on WNRV 108.1.
Welcome to a special, and I mean special edition of the Headline Eye. I am your host, Larry H. Gardner, and the H stands for that the elections are heating up. I have no time to play, and we have no time to waste, because simple fact of the matter is that the man of the hour is staring across me right in studio here at Nerve DJs, WNRV108.1.com, where we get on your nerve. But before that, shout out to everybody that participated in the No King's Day protests. 7 million people nationwide told the current president that you are not a king. We are the people standing up. And shout out to every single person that stopped down to their rally at the Free Stamp in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to one of my favorite. There's 3 people that I'm going to shout out. 2 of them are not here. One of them is. Shout out to Chantel Brown for giving her speech, and shout out to Kent Smith for hosting it. But we have no time to play. We have no time to waste. And the thing about it is, at this particular point in time, the man is here. So T-Rex, could you give a shout out before I say anything else, before I introduce him? Shout out to New Voices for Reproductive Justice. Shout out to my Donnie and Patrice. Shout out to Elisa Townsend for the wonderful food, Kaizen Consulting. Shout out to her. She did it out of the memory of her father, Robert Townsend, unfortunately, who passed away. He was a long-time bailiff. Unfortunately, he passed away a month after my mother, Anita Franz, did. So Miss Lexes is here. I'm going to let her get set up. But like I said, there's no time to waste. T-Rex, here on the ones and twos, play the entrance music for you know who. Now, he is the 58th mayor of the city of Cleveland. He is the progressive leader that we all need in Ohio. He is the man right about now. Please welcome my guest, the mayor of Cleveland, Ohio, Justin M. Bibb! Woo!
Hey Larry, that was one of my favorite movies. Coming to America.
Exactly.
Great movie.
Thank you very much. I thought of you when I did this. Thank you. So we have a couple of people here. I know that I was a little bit over the top with it, but the thing about it is it's been over the top for you these past couple of months, Justin.
It's been crazy.
Yes, it has, Mayor. First of all, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Excited for Election Day. It's been a whirlwind first term. I think we made a lot of good progress to turn the city around, but the job ain't done, so excited to see what the next term brings.
By the way, be grateful you're not on the Stephen A. Smith show because he's been getting a lot of heat for talking about other African-American politicians. But you're with us now, so thank God. And shout out for you being at No King's Day. What was it like being in that rally, man?
It was great. As you said in the intro, seeing 7 million Americans across the country talk about the importance of freedom and talk about the importance of our Constitution and uplifting and upholding to these democratic values that we love so much. It was really inspiring for me to be there. I'm really glad I was able to participate.
Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks. And I hate to ask this question, it's a million times. I did watch the open Cleveland Forum on YouTube just today. And the thing about it is that unfortunately, I gotta ask you this question. You already know what's coming. But we're brothers, right?
Yeah.
So you've been on here 4 years ago when you were running for the seat. Now you got the seat. That means that the headline I and Larry H. Gardner produce winners. Exactly.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Right. So,
that's true. You got the receipts now.
Exactly. Got big receipts. You back here. All right, so the deal with the $100 million Cleveland Browns thing, the Cleveland Browns gave the city of Cleveland $100 million. How does that break down in terms?
Well, listen, let me just say this at the onset. We fought the good fight in trying to keep the Browns playing good or bad football, mostly bad football, on our lakefront. And, we offered them nearly $500 million to renovate the stadium. We had offered them $500 million to take a look at Burke for the football stadium, but it wasn't good enough, and the state gave him a $600 million handout to go to Brook Park. So now we got to figure out, how do we make the city whole, how do we protect our taxpayers, and how do we start to write the next chapter of Cleveland's story. So this is what this investment is all about. $25 million to make sure we have an immediate cash infusion to accelerate lakefront development, $30 million to demo the stadium and make it pad ready so we can develop that site to make it world class, that it can be used not just for 8 to 10 games out of the year and a couple concerts, but using it 365 days out of the year. And then $20 million for community projects across the city over the next decade, and another $25 million over the next 5 years. So it's $100 million of cash. It allows us to accelerate lakefront development, allows us to continue to invest in our community, and gives us the resources we need to write the next chapter of Cleveland's story.
All right, so what's the issue with the other people of city council? By the way, not only is your seat up, but almost everybody's seat's up. So so what do you think the issue is?
Well, listen, I have a lot of respect and admiration for the council president and city council. They're just doing their job. And I think we all have nostalgia. The Browns have been a part of the backbone and the heart of the city for generations, for over 80 years. But at the end of the day, Larry, I don't have the luxury of not operating in the real world.
Right.
I can't cede our destiny. I can't cede my leadership to the state Supreme Court, to the state government, to anybody. I got to make sure I protect Clevelanders, protect our taxpayers, protect our residents, and have the resources we need to turn the page. And this is what this settlement is all about.
Right. So the thing about it is like, and a lot of people don't, and I'm going to back you up on this. A lot of people don't, like when they said, oh, the $100 million, we're going to go to the east side. And the Browns were going to move the Brook Park up the street anyway.
Regardless of what we did.
Right. That's $600 million given by this. You can't supersede the state.
No.
If you're the city.
Absolutely not. I don't have enough resources because what was I going to do? Take money out of the pockets for us to pay police, fire, and EMS? Take money out of the pockets to not pay folks that are picking up our trash and fixing our roads, our streets, our bridges. And the folks who keep our city moving forward. So I got to be responsible. And I'm not going to burden future mayors, future city councils, future administrations with tons of debt and tons of liabilities. I want to be a responsible mayor. Mm-hmm. And so it may be hard for folks to swallow the fact that the Browns are leaving, but at the end of the day, this is the time for us to write the next chapter of Cleveland's story. And listen, I'm sick and tired of losing talent to New York, Chicago, D.C., Seattle, L.A. It's about damn time we be aggressive, take big, bold bets, and the nearly $5 billion we have in the pipeline right now to make Cleveland a two-waterfront city, we are now going to be a globally competitive city once again if we see this vision to its full fruition.
Listen, I'm a football fan. I'm a Browns fan. They only going up the street.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they moved into another state and got a Super Bowl.
Now they were going back to out of state again.
Right.
Different conversation.
Right.
But it still hurts regardless because I know a lot of folks have a lot of pride and a lot of attachment to it. So do I. You know, I was pissed when they got the money. I was pissed when they gutted the Modell law. But again, I got to be pragmatic. I got to be a practical leader, because my residents want to see progress and results, and that's my bottom line.
Okay, so Mayor Bibb,
Go ahead, Lexes.
I'm happy that you touched base on that. I'm happy that you have a solid, concrete agenda in regards to the money. However, I did want to ask, I would like to know what is like the source of analysis that you and your administration would use to kind of strategically put together a plan to insert certain businesses, certain programs and things so that the city can thrive the way that you are seeing.
Yeah, well, a couple things. A majority of the money will be concentrated on making sure we accelerate lakefront development. And let me tell you why that's important. And number one, already in my first term, we secured over $150 million in state and federal resources to accelerate lakefront development. So in 2027, we're going to break ground, shovels in the ground, on the brand new North Coast Connector. That's going to better connect the urban core of our city to the lakefront. Right now, we also needed money to tear down the stadium, because if you look at the existing lease, the Browns were not responsible for tearing down that stadium, or upkeeping that stadium once the lease ends in 2029. So check this out for a second.
Go ahead.
If we kept fighting and we were still in court and the Browns said, screw y'all, we done, we going to Brook Park, stadium's built, the lease is yours, stadium is yours, it's up to you to tear down that stadium or keep it up, that's a $40 million plus liability on the city's budget. Think about that for a second. $40 million.
Okay.
So without this settlement, we would have had to find $40 million out of our general revenue fund to tear down that stadium. Now with this settlement, if council approves it, we ain't got to worry about that.
So
it's taken care of.
So it's $100 million and nothing, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. And so, but to your other question, you know, small businesses are the backbone of downtown, or the backbone of our city. What we're trying to create is an economic environment where those businesses are getting money, getting customers, not just 8 weeks out the year, but every day. If you go to Toronto's waterfront, booming, thriving. New York's waterfronts, booming, thriving. Seattle's got a brand new waterfront. Boston's got a brand new waterfront. Those businesses are eating all year round.
Okay.
Right? So this is about making sure we create that economic energy and that dynamism year round to keep the momentum consistent downtown. And that's a big part of the plan.
Right.
Okay.
So pretty much, let's end the Browns thing. Like I said, I'm gonna say it, and I think you already said it, Mayor. Put a better product on the field, or push Shadur Sanders in. Period, point blank. I'm tired of this.
I think y'all ready to see what Shadur got.
Exactly. I'm really tired of this. I mean, shout out to Judkins for the 3 touchdowns in the win against Miami.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. So, speaking of state government and other government, there's a concern of the city of residents of the city of Cleveland as far as crime and education.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hate to repeat his name. Forgive me, Mayor. President Trump wants to bring in the National Guard to police communities like he's already said he was going to do Chicago, and the mayor of Chicago said he refused, and other mayors, pretty much cities who are mostly Democratic. There have been rumors tracing that some elected officials would approach that and want that. What is your opinion about having Trump send the National Guard into the city of Cleveland?
Well, shout out to my Democratic colleagues across the country. As president of the Democratic Mayor's Association, I'm leading the effort with my colleagues to make sure we fight against this intrusion on our ability to run and manage our cities effectively. And he is squarely trying to attack black mayors, if you know that, right? I mean, the first cities he targeted were all cities led by black mayors.
Right.
So let me be very crystal clear about this. There is a role for the federal government to support mayors like myself and mayors across the country to reduce violent crime. But the National Guard ain't the solution. Here's what the solution is. Number one, we need more money from the Department of Justice that this Republican Congress and this Republican president cut, that allowed us to fund violence interrupter programs like the Peacemakers Alliance and Icons. We need to restore that funding. They have cut that funding to cities across the country. Secondly, we need them to use the FBI not to go after the president's political enemies, but to go after gangbangers, folks selling dope and drugs in our cities, terrorizing our neighborhoods. We need the FBI to focus on those criminal enterprises. We need the DEA to focus on those criminal enterprises. We need the ATF to help us get more illegal guns off our street, like we're doing with our Crime Gun Intelligence Center. So my call to the president is, Mr. President, we know what the solution is, but the National Guard is for wildfires, hurricanes, natural disasters. It's not to police our cities because they are not trained in community policing.
And the thing about it is like, so you would refuse the National Guard if they ever try to come in the city of Cleveland?
Well, luckily, thank God, we still have a good governor in Ohio, and Mike DeWine, although he's a Republican. He and I talk often about public safety, and he's told me, look, I'm not sending the National Guard in Cleveland without your express approval and support. And so we're going to keep fighting the good fight and keep making the case to this president that the National Guard is not the solution.
What do you think of Trump's administration? Is considering that $60 billion went to Argentina, but the government is still shut down?
Well, listen. I've had a front row seat at the chaos and cruelty we've seen coming out of this White House, from this big so-called beautiful bill that's going to cut 30,000 working class folks in Cleveland and in Maple and Bedford and Warrensville off their Medicaid. The cuts they're going to make to Section 8 for seniors who rely on that funding to stay in good quality homes. The cuts they're going to make to food stamps that working class families rely on to get a good quality meals every week. And so this is not the American way. And so this is why folks have to exercise their right to vote. Democracy is not a spectator sport. And too many of us, especially in our community, if they're not a perfect candidate, what we do, we sit home on the couch and don't vote. But we're the first ones to complain about the government not working for them. So if we want to change what we're seeing in our country right now, we don't need to just wait for the election for the next president. It starts with your local mayor, your school board, your members of council, this election, November 4th. Then it starts with who we elect to the Senate and the House in 2026, so we can take back the House, can take back the Senate, and reverse these dramatic cuts we're going to see in Cleveland over the next few years. Then keep that momentum alive and elect a Democrat to be the president of the United States again and take back the White House in 2028. So we have the power. We just failed to exercise our own power, and that's the problem.
Right. During the time you've been mayor, you had the National Association of Black Journalists Convention here, the National Urban League Convention here.
All-Star game.
All-Star game, which you were a part of.
Yeah.
You were a celebrity.
I
All-Star
tried to ball
game.
out, but they wasn't passing the damn ball.
They wouldn't pass the ball. They was giving it to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he tried to dunk on the dude.
Hey, he tried to dunk on you?
Not me, but
or somebody else.
The opponent. He was on my team.
Okay, he was on your team. How? That's wild.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, if you want to ball out, I can challenge you one-on-one. I've seen you shot, but I probably lose. I'm old, you're younger than me.
I still got a little game.
Okay, so, but what do you see for pretty much we had all these conventions here. What do you see for the future of Cleveland when you're reelected?
Yeah, I see a lot. I see more population coming to our city, not just in downtown, but our neighborhoods. I think about the work we're doing in Southeast Side, so that's Mount Pleasant, Lee Harvard, Union Miles, and Buckeye. Tons of new housing going up. We just put out nearly $2 million on the street to support small businesses like Mount Pleasant Barbecue and Henry's Dry Cleaners. So I see real progress. I also see folks across the country taking Cleveland serious again. I was just in Silicon Valley pitching to investors and companies out there last week, and people are thinking about Cleveland as a destination for talent.
Excellent.
A destination for investment.
That's amazing.
Right. So our brand perception is changing. And what we got to do a better job of is we got to believe it in ourselves. Right. Sometimes we search for external validation that Cleveland is worthy enough. We are worthy enough.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And we have the grit. We got the resilience. Think about all the legends that came out of Cleveland. Halle Berry, Steve Harvey, Rich Paul, Kid Cudi, Kim Whitley, Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, the list goes on. Thank you. Right. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I mean, the list goes on. Right. And so we are a beacon of talent, a beacon of entrepreneurship, a beacon of innovation. We just got to believe it ourselves.
Right.
And I think if there's anything I want to do in a second term, is make Cleveland believe in themselves again in this Cleveland era.
Exactly. Were you responsible for the MGK Day and the Bone Thugs
that was
and the Bone Thugs and the Harmony?
Well, City Council supported the Bone Thugs event, but the MGK Day that was me.
That was you.
Yeah, MGK is awesome.
And now it's taken off.
Right.
Yeah, it's taken off. Yeah, he's a great guy.
So pretty much your vision and everything. So what do you say to the naysayers, especially your opponent who who was rumored to speak to the president about this city? What do you say?
Well, at least she can speak to the president.
I don't think I want to hear that conversation. But what do you say to the naysayers that Justin Bibb is this and that and too young, all that still? Because you were too young when you ran.
Yeah.
And you beat everybody else that was.
Yeah, I beat him badly too.
Right. So what do they got to say now?
The track record speaks for itself. Let's talk about safety. Record increase in police pay. Record number of recruits joining the police academy. Record investment in violence prevention initiatives. Now we've seen a nearly 50% reduction in homicides since I took office. Now don't get me wrong.
Okay.
One shooting is too many. One homicide is too many. And as I say, public safety is a group project. It ain't just about the mayor trying to keep the streets safe. We all got to do a better job. We have to stop using guns as a way to solve conflicts. We got to learn how to mediate conflicts in the way we used to back in the day. Throw up your fist. You ain't got to shoot, dude. Throw up your fist. Right?
Some of these people don't got hands like you or I.
And we have to be better neighbors to one another. You know what I mean? One of the things I'm really proud of is the work we're doing around youth mental health. We need to get the mental health support we need in our community to address the trauma we have and the pain we have and be real and open about that. And we're investing in that at the city. The other thing is I inherited a lot of old technology at City Hall. You know, it took me 2 days to get my email account set up when I took office.
Really?
2 days.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You know, there was still employees using Windows 10 and Windows 8 when I took office. Now all 8,000 employees got Microsoft 365. Now we got DocuSign at City Hall, right? We have a real 311 platform now where you can track your pothole complaint like a FedEx package.
Okay.
We ain't had that before I got in office.
Analytics.
Right? Exactly. And development, right? Billions and billions and billions of dollars in the pipeline in development. So my track record speaks for itself. On election day, that's the best poll I'll ever have is how we're doing, and hopefully, God willing, the voters of this great city will give me 4 more years to serve.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the thing about it is, how can people be on the Bibb train like they were 4 years ago? Because 4 years ago, this is what I said, Mayor Bibb. Everybody was talking about this person, that person, I'm going to say it, retreads of elected officials. I said, watch out for Justin Bibb. He's coming. My ex-pastor didn't believe me.
Who's your
not
ex-pastor?
the ex-pastor.
You know Aaron Phillips.
Oh, yeah, he was on the wrong side of history.
Right, he was on the wrong side of history on that one. I told him
now
that.
he's on Team Bibb.
Right. Now he's on Team Bibb. The guy showed you the right way in here. But
shout out to Aaron Phillips.
Aaron Phillips. But I said you were coming. No, like people believe me, and the people started to believe me. And by the way, I got a shout out to Ken Johnson. I saw him
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I saw him like he was running to give somebody some water. He was running like a running back. I thought it was the second coming of Jim Brown. So shout out to Ken. But I said that you were coming. And then the thing about it is, you came on my show. You wowed it. All of a sudden, you're in the final 2.
Yeah.
And now you're the mayor.
Yeah.
What is it like running the lab? What is the difference? I know besides you having a seat now, what is the difference that you notice running now than running then?
Well, I think as a first-time candidate for public office, I campaign a lot about my ideas for the future and my vision for the future in very abstract terms, right? But now I have the receipts and the concrete results to speak about in terms of safety, in terms of modernizing City Hall, in terms of putting people in neighborhoods first. We have the results and the track record to back up the promises that we made 4 years ago. And so I think that's the biggest difference.
So Mayor Bibb, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Now I know a little bit previously that you were touching base on how you are a Democrat and that it will be best suit for the citizens to, put other Democrats in office. I really want to touch base on that.
Yeah.
I don't want to just fly past that because I think people need to understand that.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, something that you don't mind putting out to the public, can you express to us a time that you as a Democrat tried to make change or make a big move for the city and there was Republicans or someone stopping you or hindering you from doing it?
I'll give you a prime example. We get a lot of flack at City Hall around violent crime, as we should. I want the residents to hold me and my administration accountable. And what saddens me is when you look at a page like the Remembrance page.
Right, Cleveland Remembrance.
And they always tag in Bibbs. What's Bibbs doing? What the mayor doing? How come Bibbs ain't doing nothing about violent crime? Let me give you an example. If I wanted to pass one piece of legislation with City Council to get guns off the street, guess who blocks me? The Republican legislature in Columbus, Ohio, right? So as the mayor, I'm hamstrung on my ability to keep our residents safe. So if we want to do something about it, we have to turn out the vote in Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo. Our people, if black folk voted the same way they voted to elect Barack Obama in 2008 and 2012, if they voted in the same waves that they voted in those 2 elections, when we vote for mayor and when we vote for governor, this state would be blue. Did you know that?
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
so we don't have a voter registration problem. We have a voter participation problem. That's the problem. And so we can tweet and snap and TikTok and tag all day, but my response is, what are you doing to keep our city safe? What are you doing to mentor young people? What are you doing to help your neighbor and be your brother and your sister's keeper? We collectively have an individual responsibility to be a part of the solution.
So I'm going to say this. The Nerve DJ Institute bringing young people in here. Shout out to DJ Johnny Yo. We met him and things of that nature. What would you do for, and shameless plug here. What would you do to keep this institute where it is, bringing young people, teaching them how to do podcasts?
We got to partner with you guys. We have great partnerships and programs through our Office of PIO and Community Relations and our Parks and Rec Department at City Hall. So we got to find a way to collaborate.
Okay. We will do that.
We will.
Yeah.
Because listen, I'm 50. I know that I don't
You
want
ain't 50, dog.
Yes, I am. I'm not trying to do this for the next 15 more years. I want somebody else to take my spot.
Yeah.
I don't mind. But as a young leader, what is your vision for the city of Cleveland, period?
Well, I'll give you an example. Today we had the State of the Schools address by Dr. Morgan. And one of the big things we're trying to do is to make CMSD a school district of equal opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right now we have islands of excellence, but I want to create a system of excellence. I want to make sure that every high school is offering AP classes and dual enrollment. I want to make sure that every 8th grader is getting Algebra 1 before they go to high school.
Right.
I want to make sure that we have sports and band and the same quality out of school time programs that kids can get in suburban school districts. I want to make sure we have the same vocational programs on the west side, on the east side. Those are the things I want to fight for. So I want this city to be a city where the young people in your program are excited to stay or excited to come back home to when they go to college. That's the kind of city I'm trying to build.
Okay. So how can people get on with the Bibb train? What's the website?
Check out
everything?
www.bibb4cle.com or hit us up on IG, Justin M. Bibb, or on X, Blue Sky, Justin M. Bibb. Don't forget, Election Day is November 4th. You can vote early now at the County Board of Elections and vote Bibb for 4 more years, because together there's nothing stopping our potential as a city.
It isn't. And the thing about it is, and I'm going to say this right now, as Larry H. Gardner, I'm just going to endorse you again like I did 4 years ago.
Yes.
I wasn't wrong then.
Run with the winners.
Right. Sometimes you got to be a champion.
Absolutely.
Lord knows the Browns ain't winning nothing. I'm sorry. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy Haslem. I hope I didn't get you in any trouble.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're good.
The thing about it is like, you got to run somewhere else. You want to stay around with her for a little bit. We still got Peach Cobbler.
I got to run, brother. It's election time.
I understand.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
But before you leave out of here, speaking of MGK Day, we're going to go on the break, and then we're going to bring, if anybody wants to come back on, because Mayor Bibb has to run. This is MGK. This is a wild boy. This has been a wild week. So the thing about it is like, God bless you.
Thank you, brother.
I didn't mention your opponent. I don't think there's need to. But the thing about it is like, anything you want to say to the young people out there who were inspired to run because of you and want to run for either Congress, mayor, or anything else?
You don't need a PhD in leadership, a PhD in activism, or a PhD in politics to make a difference. Just take the first step. You got what it takes. Right, exactly. And he got what it takes. You woke up one day, said, I'm going to be mayor, and here we now, 4 years later. Thank you.
You are mayor.
Thank you.
In 5.5 Gators. That's a line from the Ludacris gossip folks with Missy and Ludacris. So, but the thing about it is, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, by the way, when you win again, you're welcome back here anytime.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
You can always come back.
You always come back.
Revolving door.
Yeah.
Always. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on the Headline Eye on Nerve DJs. Let's get on your nerves. Peace.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Boy, Eastside Cleveland wild boy. We got baseball bats like the Indians, and my team pop off like cowboys. You a right flag, throw that towel, boy. I'ma jump right in that crowd, boy. Do a shh, keep it down, boy. And I'ma blow that loud, boy. All I know is how to kill every one of my cells. All they know is they can kill anybody but kills. I am untouchable, you would think I was in jail, but I'm in Mexico getting ton of worm from Miguel. Bring it back into the States, put it on a scale. Measure out a half an eighth, put it in the shell. Split it, then I roll it and light it up like it's Independence Day. I got a battle rocket, put it in the air. Snap back with my city on it. Text back with your on it. Levi's, put your kitty on it. Start grinding like the clips is on it. Drink until I get Smoke until I get dizzy, bitch. Lose control like Missy, but I'm a bad boy cause I'm a bitty, bitch. There you go, that's John Doe. There you go, that's John Doe. Yeah, there you go, that's John Doe. Never mind, that's just Kells with that heat. No LeBron Doe. Yeah, show me Steve O. Yeah, show me Steve O. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. H-I-E-O. Yeah, show me Steve O. Yeah, show me Steve O. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. H-I-E-O.
Oh, here come that boys.
Cobain's back. I come out Nirvana, smells like Teen Spirit, and my pack so loud you can't hear it. Yeah, show me Steve O. Yeah, show me Steve O. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. H-I-E-O. Yeah, show me Steve O. Yeah, show me Steve O. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. H-I-E-O. I'm a wild boy. 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 I'm a wild boy.
When Mayor Bibb said Cleveland can't wait, he meant it. And today, Cleveland is on the rise. Violent crime is down, we're recruiting more police, and resources are going directly into our neighborhoods. We're creating good jobs and investing in programs that keep families safe.
I'm Mayor Justin Bibb. Together, we've taken real steps to make our city safer and stronger. Now it's time to finish the job, because in Cleveland, we rise together.
Paid for by neighbors for Justin Bibb. Right leader, real results.
Looking for the perfect workspace? Office Lawson Solon has you covered. Whether you need a private office, co-working membership, or a virtual business address, we've got flexible options to fit your needs. Check out our 2 spring promos. Enjoy free co-working Fridays and no deposit on private office rentals. We also offer month-to-month leasing for your ultimate flexibility. Visit office-loss.com or call 216-230-9258 to lock in your space now. Office Loss, where productivity meets flexibility.
Hey y'all, this is Catherine Danielle, and I'm checking in with Headline Eye on WNRV 108.1.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Perkins, and I want to be your council person. I've lived in Ward 8 for over 25 years. I also own a small business located in our ward. I'm running for city council because I believe Ward 8 should be safe, vibrant, and affordable. Salary back in the ward. As a former police officer, I believe that we should have a safe place for our seniors and our children, brighter streetlights, and affordable housing. Together, we can make this happen. And with your help, we can make Ward 8 a thriving, better place for all of us. On Tuesday, November 4th, vote for me, Charlotte Perkins, to be your next council person.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Justice doesn't start in the courtroom. It starts in our community. That's why Brett Horton is running for Cleveland Municipal Court Judge. A lifelong Clevelander with 30 years of legal experience in local courts, Brett understands the challenges our community faces. He has dedicated his life to service and to mentoring Cleveland's youth. Brett Horton will deliver justice with integrity and lead with vision. On November 4th, vote Democrat Brett Horton for Cleveland Municipal Court Judge.
Paid for by friends of Brett Horton for Judge.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Yo, it's for the grown and sexy. Y'all know who y'all is. Come on. Woo. A little frustrated. You're killing me, man. Come on. It's been a hell of a week at work, man. Boss keeps yelling at me. What a jerk, man. Home is killing me too. It's the worst cause. Kids done got out of school. All my nerves and countdown. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, to the weekend, yeah. I'm going now. I'm going now. I'm going now. Yeah. I'm popping collars. Popping collars. Dropping dollars. Weekend. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Nobody stop me now. Would be cool to get my grind on, but I need a good groove. I wanna lose control. Step in, getting crunk too. Yeah, my world more than a little will do, but I wanna get dirty. Countdown, Monday to the weekend, yeah. I'm going now. Ooh, I'm going now, popping collars. Dropping dollars, it's the weekend. Can't stop me now. DJ, don't play no. Dance, my hands. DJ, don't play no slow jam. I like the slow grind, but I got too much time. Too much on my mind. Thinking about this one and that one. I wanna dance, get to loose. Hey, for the grown and sexy, break it down. Oh, DJ, 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 oh DJ, DJ, oh DJ, Mr. DJ. Don't play no slow jams right now.
Wait a minute. Oh, my earphone. Can you hear me? No. Oh, thank you, Human T-Rex. It was shout out to Mayor Justin Bibb that just left here with the fire. And November 4th re-election, he's coming back after he wins. So, Lexes, how did you feel about the mayor being here?
Intelligent, he's youthful, he's very bold, strong, and he seems to have a great strategy for our city. And I do hope he maintains his seat where he belongs.
Okay, so the thing about it is, I didn't want to bring up his opponent, which is Laverne Gore. Laverne Gore is a woman who has ran a couple of times, and I got a issue.
Okay.
Because 4 years ago, she didn't have that much smoke on for him like she did before. But the thing about it is that 4 years ago, I have a picture of them together. Like holding side by side. But I guess things change when it comes to politics. But the thing about it is like, the reason I put that on there was because of the simple fact of the matter is that young people need to see leadership. And shout out to everybody that stayed. So,
you famous. The interview's going on. Y'all good? Y'all good? That was a good one.
I like, the thing about it is like, maintaining relationships with your elected officials is very important. And the reason why it's very important, because you don't know if they're going to retain the seat or get the seat. Like I said before, he was coming and nobody believed me. Peter the Choir will, no, he's coming. I'm like, no, he's not. All of a sudden, he's mayor. Like, y'all owe me, and he gonna be mayor again. I predicted pretty much. I don't, and the thing about it is, I don't think it's not even close. It wasn't close the last time when he whopped Kevin Kelly. So, I would like to bring over a special person. Also, one of my brothers, Mr. Donnie Adavaria, New Voices for Reproductive Justice. Yes, you can sit right there in that chair, brother. I like, the thing about it is, I think I'm like, usually he's been on the show before when I first started with me, and I've been with this organization for 7 years. 7 years. So Donnie, what's up, brother, man?
Peace.
Hey.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. And I had to get you on after the mayor. Usually I've been like begging you to come back, but it's like your time. So first of all, what do you think of the strong, we don't, New Voices for Reproductive Justice does not endorse any candidates, first of all.
Correct. We're a nonprofit.
Nonpartisan?
Yeah.
Because it's a nonprofit.
Right.
Okay. So, what do you think about what Justin said? Mayor Bibb said, excuse me.
I think the mayor said a lot of good things, especially going into his SAFE initiative and his extreme passion for public safety. I know a lot of the Cleveland City's annual budget goes to public safety, and you can see the changes in our neighborhood. I know he had a limited amount of time, but I would love to hear more about the programs that he wanted to invest in within the neighborhood, especially as an executive director of Men in the Den, which is an intergenerational mental health healing group for Black men and young men that you are also a part of.
Thank you very much. I try to stay involved in the stuff.
Yeah. Definitely, always in the community. You everywhere.
I try to be, and I think it's up to, because listen, Black women got everything, they connect. I think that we as brothers need to also connect all the time. Shout out to Dwight for taking the pictures, and shout out to my other guy for taking the pictures as well. So we need to stay connected and focused. And the political side, what do you think of policies right now what do you think about this whole government shutdown BS? Man,
the political propaganda coming from the Republican Party is very disparaging. I wish that the Democratic Party actually embodied some of the tactics of slander, because they're not good at talking junk. They're just not. And the Republican Party has perfected it, even to the point with the video getting played in the Cleveland Hopkins Airport. It said, look, if you're experiencing delays getting to your flight, it's because of the Democrats. They holding up everything. So the fact that they haven't retaliated is a problem. It's like the Republican Party keep punching the Democrats in the face and they won't punch back.
So pretty much you got to get Dems got to get a little bit more meaner, right?
They got to start using their language. Change the language. The language has changed.
Yeah, it has. So it's a part of the process. So we have a day of action coming up on the 30th, right? Oh.
Right. We have a day of action with New Voices on October the 27th. Virtual phone banking, where we do a community assessment survey alongside Movement for Black Lives, 12 to 1, and also 6 to 7. It's virtual, Zoom link. You can get more information from Larry or myself, you can email me at donovan@newvoicesrj.org.
So it's time for the people involved. We still doing the People's Portal?
Yes, you can still sign up for the People's Portal at www.newvoicesrj.org.
Okay. And the thing about it is, what's up with so is the People's Portal still the stipend or no?
No, that's the actual cohort. The People's Portal is a community resource bank where you can exchange ideas, get trainings, and learn about the political happenings that's happening in the city.
Okay. Are we still going to do the cohort or no?
Yeah, the cohort is still happening next year. And to be precise, the leadership development cohort is to cultivate pre-existing leaders in the neighborhood and give them the skills to talk politically, exchange ideas with political constituents, and advocate for marginalized people within the neighborhood.
Right. Lexes, you got anything to say to Mr. Atterbury? Remember, he my boss. Don't get me fired right now.
I'm your colleague.
Like
I'm
the colleague,
not
okay, the colleague. I don't want to piss my colleague off, Lexes. You got something?
Sure. Would you mind maybe for someone like me and others who don't officially know every single thing that you're doing, why you're doing it, and who it's affecting, do you mind going into a little bit of detail about the target audience that this will mainly help and how it will bring about empowerment in the community?
I started off in community activism 7 years ago. Me and Larry started working together around that time when I was starting to build a canvassing team. My initial introduction to New Voices for Reproductive Justice is when we had the 6-week abortion ban back in the day before the lawsuit from the ACLU where they sued the state. So what we do as an organization, we protect the bodily autonomy of Black women, femmes, and girls. With that being said, our objective is always to uplift the pre-existing voices that we have in the neighborhood and give them the platform that they deserve to be heard. So that looks like trainings, community forums, leadership development cohorts. That triggered me to start thinking about men because I was doing so much work for women. I was thinking about Black men, so I started Men in the Den with my partner, Dwight Hendricks. And we started Men in the Den, I would say, about 3 years ago. We became an official 501(c) last year. And what we've been doing is we've been holding virtual convenings and physical convenings every 2 weeks. We have a yoga event coming up on November the 15th from 2 to 4. It's a free yoga event at Lounges at 1547 St. Clair. So if you want to join, please go to our Instagram page at menintheden.org where you can sign up. All you have to do is make a $1 donation or more. All proceeds will go back to the convening to fund free yoga mats for everybody that attends.
Okay.
Free yoga mat, yeah. So yeah, you need that. So you know anybody that want to do yoga, Miss Lexes?
I want to do yoga. I need to crack my bones a little bit and I need to do something.
It's like I need to crack my bones. I don't know how to take that. We just had the mirror on. Leave that alone. But, you know, we like work with you and we go with the Men in the Den and stuff like that with your political activism. You know, just where can we go from here with just doing the work in the community? Now Mayor Bibb, he said that sometimes we have to calm down and police ourselves.
Yes.
Like the thing about it is not everybody can be Batman. You can't be, where the mayor at. Like he can't be everywhere. We gotta be there. We in the community have to do something. So what is the person we can do as far as gun violence? Whoever phone is that is gonna die. I'm just playing.
It's not mine.
Right. But go ahead. What can we do?
When it comes down to gun violence, I want to go back to what the mayor said and kind of backpedal. We have to do our own part within our own capacity. So it starts with policing your own area. That looks like if you see kids in the neighborhoods doing something that they should not be doing, speak up and say something. Dwight always make fun of me all the time because I'm always on the phone with him or somebody else and I'm yelling at kids in my neighborhood, whether it's positively or trying to get them to stop from doing something.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. You have to look at every child as your own, even if it's not your child, because if your child was out in the street doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing, would you want somebody to say something? Most parents would say yes. So I think gun violence can be solved with gun safety. I think we should have trainings with kids. You heard about the kid that got expelled for disarming the child and unloading the gun, right?
Right.
He got training from somewhere. So how do we take that training and put it in Cleveland City schools and say, hey, if you find a gun, this is how you safely disarm the gun, and you should give it to said person when this happens.
Right.
That type of instruction has to be present in the school systems and our neighborhoods.
I think the thing about it is like some of this stuff needs to be taught. I didn't bring up the situation as far as with the 5-year-old girl and the 8 and the 9-year-olds, the 9 and the 10-year-olds being charged for the assault of this girl.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is, like you said, the Cleveland Remembrance page has stuff like that on there. So
Right.
where's like the thing about it is like, why did the child, like, we don't look, you and I are dads.
Right.
She's a mom. You know, so the thing about it is, why did the child wander off like that? And then these other children who did the assault, do you think that's learned behavior by whatever environment they are in?
I'm going to answer one question at a time, just so I can stay up the beat
Tell them to
with
slow
you.
down. Sometimes you got to tell them, slow down, Larry.
Slow down.
We know you just interviewed the man. Calm down.
When it come down to it, first and foremost, a child should be able to wander off in their own community without anything happening to them,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
I do believe that it was learned behavior from the other children. Actually, it was found that the oldest, the 10-year-old girl, was assaulted, but the person that was victimizing her wasn't dealt with accordingly, in the terms of the law. So hurt people hurt people. And I do believe that the children should have been prosecuted so the parents could be involved. I don't think they should be put in prison. However, I think the parents need to be held accountable for their children's actions.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Do you think the parents should be brought up on charges too with the children, or nah?
I don't think it necessarily needs to be brought up on charges. I think we need to stop looking at legalities and prosecution as a form of imprisonment, but a form of rehabilitation for the children, because there has to be certain parameters that happen. You can't just send them back home, because obviously that environment is not conducive to positive behavior.
Right.
Somebody has to be held accountable, and I don't think all of that accountability lies with a child.
So it it's rough, and we have to look at ourselves, and like the thing about it is, we can always look at our elected officials as far as policies and things of that nature, but we have to look at ourselves first, the community, right?
Yeah, you definitely got to do a certain level of introspection to actually heal before you heal others. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Right. So the thing about it is, I'm gonna ask this question that I asked Mayor Bibb. Like, you don't have to be an elected official to make a difference. What would you advise anybody young who wants to get involved in community activism, advocacy, and things of that nature?
Come to Men in the Den.
Exactly. Come to Men in the Den.
Men in the Den. But more, get involved with your local city official, especially if you stay in the greater Cleveland area. If you don't stay in Cleveland and you stay in one of the surrounding suburbs, get to know your mayor. Go to City Hall. Talk to people. Don't be shy. Show up to town halls. Get with some of these programs. Go to the clubhouse. Go to New Era Cleveland. Come to New Voices. Come to Men in the Den. Support the local programs, because we're out here and we need you to be more involved with us so we can have a bigger impact in the community.
Exactly. Shout out to Elisa Townsend for Kaizen Consulting. Actually, may have a grant writer for you after the show is over. If you want one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Elisa is a grant writer, and, with memories of her father, Robert Townsend. Shout out to him. I met the man. He was a wonderful individual. He was a bailiff for some years of the city of Cleveland, always had the political stuff. So shout out to, she made the food, y'all. So y'all can take whatever y'all want. I already got my own personal plate. So y'all can take whatever
I'll be
y'all.
making too.
Right. Take whatever you want, to go stuff and everything. Shout out to everybody. Donnie, thank you very much for coming back and coming and seeing your boy and, shouting me out. I always get the best motivation from you and my uncle today. Like, you got this,
You always got it, bro.
I try. I try. It helps when you have mixed lessons right here. So thank you very much.
Y'all some true steppers up here.
Thank you. So you gonna come back. We gotta have the thing about it is we gotta do something. We gotta do something in the hall next door. It's a big hall. It's 200 people. We gotta do something over there. We gotta have. I've been on the air for about to be on a 10 year. My 10-year anniversary being on the air is next year. So we gonna definitely do something.
Oh yeah, we gotta kick it.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to celebrate.
Yeah, we gotta celebrate that. Yes, please.
Yes.
And shout out to this October 25th at the East Cleveland Library. Billy Sharp is putting on, did media sell us out. And that's from 11 to 2 at the East Cleveland Library. It's an open forum from everybody to come in and talk. I went to his white party for the Toys for Tots. Shout out to Billy L. Sharp. Shout out to Donnie Atterbury, Patrice Worthen that just left here. My co-workers, Latoya and Yvonne that, I had to work, y'all. We had to go out and door canvas, knock on doors, make sure y'all get out and vote. So we wasn't playing around. And I came don't let the suit fool you. I was in a hoodie before.
I'm about to say, don't let the radio voice fool y'all. Larry be in the streets.
Exactly.
You can catch him on our door knockers. You can catch him walking around. You can catch him at any community convening.
Right.
He's outside.
I'm outside. You gotta be outside.
Community steppers.
The pandemic hurt me. The pandemic hurt me because I was like, I'm in the house. Why? But Donnie, man, we gotta go. And the thing about it is I thank everybody for listening to WNRV 108.1.com, Nerve DJs, the headline. I gotta go home. But shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. We gonna go out on this one. It's Bone Thugs and Harmony, Phil Collins, Home. If nobody tells you they love you today, I love you today. We all love you. Black fist up for the mayor and Donnie and the white and everybody. Elisa, thank you. We out of here till next week. Nobody don't give a damn, but I'm still a man. Got a solid program, I'ma pump my fist. I'm staying ready for this, and you can put this on wish. I never see the abyss, and when I needed a ride, you wouldn't give me a lift, and I won't pop in my Chris. You all on my. I wanna change the world, you wanna change your life. I wouldn't put up a fight if I knew it was right. They say everything happened for a reason. Can you tell me why they needing general assistance? Out here needing public housing. Out here trying to make ends meet, trying to get on the feet, but see I'm really so cloudy. And I know what you don't know. You better get on your mission and get down for your dough. See the real ready out here taking control. See I'm screaming I'm old with my pockets on swole. Please, Mr. Postman, quit bringing these bills to my house. Quit bringing this stress to my spouse, cause I'm ready for the kill on. Look out, look out. If you trying to run up on the bone, I'ma show you like this, I'ma pull my chrome. I don't wanna have to send it home. Lord, please take me home. Come and take me home. When I was living foul, I was running wild, surviving. Hustle 9 to 5 and even putting overtime if I had to grind. I was slinging up, hanging up on the block, thinking that that's in the cops clocked on the night shift. Didn't think I'd ever make it out of the ghetto, but we finally made it. Stay dedicated to the music we made, yeah. Now it's on Bone Thug, leaving home, came back the next year. #1 platinum song, we blew up from the dough. Then what do you know? Easy, rest this soul. Left us in the mess, I don't regret it, but we better get up and get it gone. Everything's going wrong. Since you left home and nothing been right. I knew it would have been done, we would have been tight. We would have been in the zone, riding so high. Off in the game, fire does lie. See, we used to love making music, we was always in the studio grooving. We kept it moving, we was ready to do it right. But you know I'm going through it and they feeling this rap thing right now. They got me tripping, ready to flip. They got me tripping, ready to come get my chips. They got me tripping, loading the clip. They're tripping. Lord, I feel like I'm losing it right now, right now, part of me
And then that happened when the bone was coming up so strong. We just wanted him to see what we do. You motivated us at the shows we seen you. And I really hope they listen to what we spit on these songs. You might have been through something, hoping nothing like home. Like one said we never make it. Like 230 mil in their faces. And I really thought it was over, put us on and he left, crossed over. Back to the hood, we soldier. The music didn't make it back scandalous. But fake kicked in award shows and we winning now. Gotta keep it coming, food in my baby's mouth. And things have changed like relationships. Ain't did nothing, now you wanna flip. Suing people things you would never made on your own. Now I understand why need a hood, buy a bigger home. Stick in the hood, mess with scrubs in the arm. Be gone, you can't really help a doctor if it ain't meant to be. With a little ooh-wee, with a little ooh-wee. I'm tired of trying to help these thugs. Lord, just guide them home, guide them home.